A few years ago now, I made reference to Father Michael Himes, H-I-M like Mary, E-S, his last lecture recorded at Boston College. I think they just call it the last lecture. I think he's still there. But in this quote unquote last lecture, and it's on YouTube. If you get a chance to watch this thing, it's great. It's just a little bit over 50 minutes long, and but one of the things he says is, if you were to summarize the major theme in the ministry of Jesus, it would be, if you hold on to your life, you lose it, but if you give your life away, you live forever. And in the reading today in the gospel, it's Jesus talking about loving your enemies and giving gifts away, and you will receive those gifts in return, or much more. I think basically what it boils down to is karma. Jesus is describing karma. And just as Father Michael Himes says in his video, that when he first heard that expression or thought about this theme, if you hold on to your life, you lose it, but if you give your life away, you'll live forever. He thought Jesus was just expressing a desire. But then Father Michael came to the conclusion, no, Jesus is telling us how life works. If you hold on to your life, you're going to lose it, but if you give it away, you'll live forever. And it's the same thing with what Jesus is teaching here in the gospel. Love your enemies. Give your stuff away, and you'll get love back. You'll get riches back. And it's just the way it is. It's not just expressing a desire. Obviously, it was a desire on the part of Jesus, because he wanted us to live full lives. But he's also just telling us the way it is. So today, if we have an enemy, let's pray for him. Let's forgive them. And if we can help them in any way, let's do it. And never, never say anything bad about somebody's reputation or your enemy, because that leads us into sin. Let's stay on the high road, pray for our enemies, and actually try to help them. And forgive. Let's start forgiving some of our debts. If anybody owes you any money, try to figure out a way to forgive it, especially a family member. We should never lend money to a family member. We should always give it. Don't worry about getting it back. And if you don't worry about it, you'll be repaid 10 times over by God. Okay, God bless you.